Mail day. Dang, those are stiff. I bought these Garnets used because I wasn't sure if I was really going to get into the sport, and they're a size too small, and after running into a tree with my toe and nearly breaking it, I figured I needed some more protection. These Alpine Stars definitely fit the bill for more protection. So got some pegs. My current pegs are kind of just drooping down to the side. I think it's thrown off my balance. All right, enough of that. So it's raining today, and you can see I still want to ride, and I am a bit of a fair weather rider. So I drew this box and decided I'd work on some tight turns and take you guys along for the ride. Now, if you're not doing figure eights inside of some sort of a boundary line, then it's really not worth it. So here's another clip. This is after I've been working on it for a while, and then this is going to be running it without the clutch. So if you've never done these, just forcing yourself to be smooth on the throttle, that's a great training exercise. I'll also run these in first, second, and third gear. And I really can't say enough about putting out boundary lines, whether it be cones, this is chalk obviously, or even some tape that you might be able to get from an event. It plays big dividends. So now I'm going to do some figure eights and then just kind of get lost into the corners and force myself to hop out of it to some front wheel hops. This is something I've been working on, trying to gain a lot more control and balance. But this is something that's semi-realistic. I mean, obviously this is not the same terrain, but getting stuck in a position and having to get unstuck and staying inside the boundaries is a good thing to work on. So this is what an online coach recommended to work on front wheel hops, was just to be a lot more controlled and just do singular hops up onto a brick, trying it with engine on and off. And man, this is a lot harder to be controlled as opposed to just hopping over and over. All right, gonna move on to some lifting of the rear wheel, some nose wheelies, and that's about the farthest I've ever gone up. You can see I actually let go of the brake and it doesn't really help at all. I've been doing those nose wheelies on a hill and it's a lot easier to recover if you go over too far. So really working on getting those hips to the side when I'm throwing the bike, and what a difference that makes. Just right there you can see, and then just bring the bike back underneath me. If you guys are looking for more of a how-to video on rear wheel hops or front wheel hops, check out my channel. I was with Ryan Young and he can tell you how to get it done. So this is me just incorporating some of that and showing you some of the exercises I'm working on a rainy day in my driveway. Just a chance to show you some drills that I've been working on, and this is just combining that nose wheelie to some hops and trying to stay under control. All right, and then just planting that front wheel, going around in a circle or an oval, and then bringing that rear wheel to the line. Just really wanting to practice with some specific boundaries and get better at that. Now, one thing I've definitely learned with these rear wheel hops is that if you straighten up the bike so it's not in a turn, it makes it a heck of a lot easier in order to throw that rear wheel around and stay in balance. So you may see right there I'm straightening up before trying to throw it around. And then we'll practice some front wheel hop combination after the rear wheel. All right, we're gonna reduce the size of the box here and just see if I can make it around turning. And you can see I'm just over that line, over that crack is what I'm trying to stay inside of. So just pushing the limits a little bit of what I can do. And that one worked out. Thought it'd be kind of cool just to paint, so to speak, with the wet wheel, and so you can see exactly the path that the wheel is taking as I'm riding through here. If you haven't done this before, especially in the snow, a light dusting of snow, it's really easy to see. Instead of just ovals, we'll try and do figure eights with that same concept of hopping the rear wheel and then the front wheel. And I still got some work to do to stay inside of this size box. And then I thought I'd really push myself and see if I can stay inside of this tiny little box on this side between the crack and the line and get pretty close on this attempt here. And then last thing, just working on reducing the distance needed to build up the momentum to hop that rear wheel. So starting from static, building up RPMs and letting out the clutch and making it happen. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing below or leave a comment, especially if you'd like to see a review, possibly on those Alpine Stars boots. I've got them broke in now. I can do that if you guys are interested. I haven't seen many reviews online for those. So thanks for stopping by. Catch you next time.